Minutes since I have talked to you guys last, and it was a heck of a game to end out the first game of this doubleheader here. The Trappers fell 10-9, but it's kind of a weird score considering what happened. It was 9-9 at the end of the game after the bottom of the ninth, and rather than going to extra innings, instead we had a home run derby swing off, which is a new rule in the Expedition League this year, and it was the first one that we have got to see in action. And it was Isaac Becker of the Pilots hitting the lone home run amongst either of the 6 batters combined between both teams. And that propelled the way for the Pilots, who almost blew an 8-run lead in the bottom of the ninth, by the way. The Trappers were down 9-1 going to the bottom of the ninth, and they put up 8 runs to tie it and nearly won the game on that swing-off. Logan McKeever is on the mound for the Trappers, and we are about ready to go here for the first pitch of game number 2. First pitch fouled off. Caleb Whitley, he led off last game as well, and he went 0 for 5 with 3 Ks, so he was definitely not on his best stuff. 0-1 fastball just missed low. McKeever was up here with me near the beginning of that first game. This will be most likely his final start with the team this summer. Off speed, a good one there. I have a new guest up here for the first time. I'll have you put on the headset. I'll have you put this microphone down here. And there is a called strike 3 of Caleb Whitley. So he goes out on strikes for the first time in this game and for the 4th time today overall. Hunter Brown for the first time. Welcome.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. You know, that last game was a pretty crazy one.
Hey, it was fun.
Had a bit of a Little League inside the park grand slam for you.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done that.
That's it on the ground to third. Colby Rich fields it on a hop, and the throw to first. A strong one, and it bounces.
Hey, good pick,
and a nice
Max.
pick from Max Adversalo at first. Confidence, team morale, attitude. What changed?
Well, I think you said it best. I think we were able to build some confidence and some momentum and just kind of ran with it. Some big walks and some big-time hits, pitch hits. So put some together. Hopefully it carries over into this game.
We'll see if it can. 2 quick outs for Logan McKeever on the mound. That one missed for ball 2. Just past 8:15, about to be 8:20. A long day of baseball here. 2-0 pitch. There is a good fastball for Logan McKeever. The count 2-1, just underway here in game number 2. Check swing, say he did not go around. Hunter, you've one of my things I've talked about pretty much every time you're up to bat at some point during a game is just how unlucky you are with the bat this season.
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny because me and Will just had a conversation about that.
You and Will both. There's ball 4.
So just talked about keeping the confidence and just knowing that the average, you can't worry about what your average is because it may not tell the whole story.
It definitely does not in your case.
So we were telling, like, it just kind of depends, like, how your quality at-bats are going or if you're seeing the ball well. So you can't let it affect you. You just got to keep the confidence up.
Yep. Pick over to first. Nothing doing, though. Jalen Lee up there at the plate. Jack Walton at first after a 2-out walk. McKeever gets set, and the first pitch missed outside. What did you think of that home run derby swing off?
Well, we lost, so I didn't like it too much. But no, it adds some excitement. But I do wish we probably played one or 2 more innings before they resorted to that.
1-0 pitch, chopped foul. Because it seemed like, well, didn't just seem like, it was very obvious. Going into, after that 9th inning, you guys had all the momentum. So if there would have been another inning, if it would have been extras, Brady Glenn had not given up a hit since he had been out there, and the offense had completely turned it around. So I feel like there was a pretty good chance that things would have gone your guys' way in extras if that would have been the case.
I don't see us losing that game if we were able to go to extras, especially because Brady did a great job today, just pounded the strike zone and let the defense do its job.
So the count 1-2 to Jalen Lee. After that final out at the bottom of the 9th, there was some words exchanged between the teams. I thought we might have the benches and have the dugouts clearing. What was the general gist of what happened?
Well, not so nice things were said, but
Gotcha.
POs on the other side decided they wanted to start to talk, and we just had to let them know. We just put up 8 runs, and
Walton takes off, but it's hit on the ground up the middle, and it's through for a base hit, so Walton will turn around second and head to third, and he is in there. So he advances from first to third on the base hit up the middle from Jalen Lee, the team leader in hits, and extends the inning there. I'll bring up Jason Willers. The first at-bat here in this one. Hunter, we've been trying to have you up here for a while, but you've just been in the starting lineup pretty much every game, and finally.
Yeah, I don't have very many off days here, but able to start off here. Was told to stay ready, though, so.
Yeah,
we'll see what
only
happens.
early on in the game we can have you up here, maybe for an inning or two. McKeever, runners on the corners. First pitch to Willers, called a strike. Do you still have those the blue Nike cleats?
I wear them every day for BP.
For BP, okay. Because I remember you changed it up from your typical cleats, which I think are debatably the best ones on the team.
Thank you. I think so too. But I wear my blue ones in BP every day. So
you wore them in a game in Bancroft to change up the mojo.
I did. I was 0 for what, 20 something, so I had to change something around.
Yep. Count 0-2 to Jason Willers, and the pitch. Oh, just missed outside. The count 1-2, top of the first, just underway here in Game 2. Logan McKeever, the starter for the Trappers. And the pitch, swing and a miss. One with the off speed, a dropped third strike. Arnold collects and throws to first, and Adversalo catches over there for the final out of the first inning. So McKeever allows 2 runners to reach base, but they are both stranded on the corners. So we will go to the bottom of the first inning here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Welcome back in Hyde Stadium. Trappers press box here. Trappers will be up to bat for the first time in this game. 0-0 our score. The last time the bats were rolling for the Trappers, it was just about 40 minutes ago when the team put up 8 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game, and the man next to me, Hunter Brown, had a Little League inside the park grand slam. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that happen before.
Yeah, it's funny because actually my first ever home run was a Little League inside the park grand slam. So
okay, so
it kind of brings back some memories.
Some throwbacks. How old were you when that happened?
7, maybe 8.
Well, you have more home runs than I ever had. I never had a single one at any level.
I don't think I hit my first real home run until my junior year of high school.
Really? In California, right?
In California.
Oakdale? Is that where you were from?
I'm from Oakdale, but I hit it in Modesto, actually.
Okay.
The field was named after my great-grandfather, so that was
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
What's the name of the field? What's your grandfather's name?
Jerry Streeter Field. It's a Modesto Highs field.
That's sweet. So
awesome.
what's the story behind that? Why is it named after your grandfather?
Well, my grandfather is pretty big back in town for baseball. Is what he's known for. Coached for a long time. So I think I'm pretty sure he went to Modesto High and then ended up coaching there for a little bit before he eventually started coaching in the Angels organization.
Trevor Seagraves up there first. Kobe Fredland on the mound, and the first pitch misses in the dirt.
So yeah. So what's cool now is they're actually trying to name the college field after him too. So that's where I'll be playing next year. So
that would be awesome.
It'll be cool.
Playing in a stadium named after one of your family members.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit of pressure there. 1-0, that one bounced as well. You know, I was talking to you a while ago about some of your stats that just show, like, some of the unluckiness. I found another one for you. We were talking about the batting average on balls put in play at 229. You have 15 hard hit balls this year, which is second most on the team. Will Hoke has the first most. And there was one in that first game where he fouled out over there near the fence and left, and he just stood in the batter's box in disbelief. And he's just like, man, what can I even do?
So what I really like about Will is he has a great idea of how hitting works, and what works for him is
2-1 misses for ball 3.
He actually keeps a notebook, and he tracks pitches seen, what he was seeing, how he felt. So it's funny because when we came in after the inning, he just kind of sat down next to me and just asked, like, what do I even put down? what do I have to do?
Big swing and a miss for Seagraves, the count full 3-2. So what was your response?
So, well, it kind of just went back to the conversation of you can't allow it to affect, because it doesn't tell the whole story. So you have to keep the hardest part is staying positive and staying out of your own head, and so trying to get him to just relax and have it turn over is the biggest thing.
Payoff pitch, that one missed low for ball 4, so Seagraves reaches. I feel like Trevor is a perfect leadoff hitter just for his arsenal at the plate and what he does. You know, he's great at getting on base, great at putting the ball in play, doesn't really go down on strikes very often.
No, I agree.
And you follow him up in that number 2 spot quite a bit as well.
I do. I like it. Except for stolen bases, I don't get very many opportunities there.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of Tyler Trapphagen? He's up here to bat.
Tyler is really cool. Had a chance to meet him and talk to him over the last couple of days, although yesterday it got cut a little short. But
right. First pitch to Trapphagen, a fastball to knees called a strike.
All around, just a great dude. Here for the same reasons we all are, just to get better and have fun. So he fits right in. And he's off to a hot start. I mean, he's right there with me. I told him.
That first one that he hit was crushed right to the shortstop yesterday. That's hit high in the air into shallow center field, and the catch is made out there for the first out.
So after his line out last game to right, I had just told him that he's going to fit right in here. You know, he just hit balls hard and then he'll find holes.
Right? Hey, welcome to the team. You're doing what all the rest of us are doing. I felt great for Garrett Arnold after that base hit there in the 9th to tie it, because, you know, he kind of was in that same boat where he was having just great at-bats. You know, it wasn't like that he was hitting hard lineouts. It was that he was battling in every at-bat. He was seeing a lot of pitches. When he got the 2 strikes, he did a great job of fouling them off, of getting back to even counts, full counts, and he finally was rewarded there by driving in that run.
Yeah, so I have the pleasure to go to school with Gary, and
that is roped into left field for Garrett Arnold, and that gets down for a base hit. So there you go. He looks like he is seeing it well recently.
Yeah. And that's how he is at school. I mean, he's just a competitor. He does not like to lose. And when he gets hot, you better watch out, because there's not much you can do to stop him.
When he was in a slump earlier in the year while we were in Bancroft, I remember he basically was begging with Coach saying, put me in as a DH. I want to swing my way through this.
Yeah, so how Garrett works is he's going to figure it out, and he has to work through it, and he does a great job pre-game, getting his body right, and just being ready to play.
Tynan Shahidi up there, he's another new guy. Runners on first and second with 1 out, a first pitch. Off speed, called a strike. And Tynan's been pretty good since he got here. You know, started out with a bang, that base hit on his first at-bat, and then the second one, the bases clearing triple. And he leads the team in batting average, but, you know, obviously a small sample size.
tight end's
A
I
one
really
pitch
like his
that
swing.
missed.
He has a great idea of how to hit and what he's looking for in between pitches. So talking hitting with that guy is really fun.
Got the bald head, the only one on the team that's bald, and I know that's something that he gets some hard time about.
It's all fun and games.
Oh, yeah. The 1-1 from Fredlin. Fastball taken for a strike. One thing that I talked with Coach Habiger about before game one, he just had mentioned, and this is something that we talked about with the team even before today, just being aggressive at the plate. And I feel like early on in the game, in this most recent game, over the middle parts of that game, like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th inning as that one bounces, the approach probably was not where it needed to be team-wide, but then it just changed. In that 9th inning, the switch was flipped, and the approaches were way better. The confidence was through the roof, and it just looked like it was finally like what Coach had envisioned, what you guys had envisioned, what we'd all talked about.
Yeah, so we've been talking about it since day one. Our approaches just needed to change, and I think we finally started to understand. And we realized, halfway through that game, we had only had one run.
2-2 fouled off, so staying alive. Heads up over there. That one bounced off the press box just to the left of us.
So I think we were able to lay off the ball in the dirt, and still took some strikes down the middle, but we're going to get there.
And it's not an easy thing to change an approach either.
It is not. It's tough because it goes back. It's just all mental. It's hard to break habits.
It's the moral of the story in baseball. A mental game. A game of failure, too. The best players in the game are going to fail 70% of the time
100%.
when they're up to bat. And so it's really just about how you're able to deal with the failure.
Yeah.
There's on first and second, Kobe Fredland, the starter for the Pilots. Tynan Shahidi, the cleanup hitter, DHing. 2-2 count. And the pitch. And a called strike 3. It was a fastball right above the knees there for the height. Just got him looking. So that is the second out. That will bring up Colby Rich.
Number 8, Colby Rich.
Colby back in the starting lineup, playing third base. .233 average. There's a couple extra base hits this year. And he's been hit by pitch 6 times, most on the team.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Fredlin, first pitch, and there's another fastball there at the knees taken.
I don't think I have one yet this year, which I'm not.
I don't think you do either. I think I was checking.
About it.
You don't have a hit by pitch, but you did get into a pretty big collision when we were in Bancroft.
Yeah.
The world, your head was spinning. You had to just run off the field and get defensive subbed out there in the late innings.
I got hit in a place that's not too fun to get hit in.
No, I remember. As soon as it happened, when you were on the floor, I was like, I think I know what's going on, and I think that he's probably spinning a little bit.
You would be right. You would be right.
Oh, man. So the count 0-1 to Colby Rich. Garrett Arnold on first. Trevor Seagraves on second. A 1 pitch. That one missed low and outside. So you guys are a pretty young team, obviously. Have played 10 games now against the Sabre Dogs, who are about as old of a team as you can get. What are some things that you learn playing against the Sabre Dogs, and also, teams like the Pilots right now? What are some things that you guys, as a young team, have been able to really take away from this early part of the year?
Well, since talking about approach, playing the Sabre Dogs, you can really just tell the maturity, the baseball maturity between their hitters and our hitters. It really it stands out. They don't chase. They know what they're looking for, and when they get the pitch to hit, they just don't miss it. And I think that's one thing we struggle with is when we do get that pitch, and myself included, we foul off way too many good pitches to hit.
Mm-hmm. Colby Rich in a 2-1 count. Hitters friendly here. Can be a little bit selective. 2-1 pitch and a big swing and a miss. That fastball, it's pumping off the hand of Kobe Fredlin.
That's pretty firm.
It's pretty firm. I don't have a radar gun, so I have no idea of knowing how fast it is, but I don't know. If I had to guess, maybe 90?
I'd probably say upper 80s.
Upper 80s?
87, 88.
The 2-2 pitch. That one's lined to the right side, foul out of play.
Have we faced this guy?
Yes, one other time. I'll pull up what happened in that
game?
just now.
First game we played him?
Let me go pull it up. The great thing about stats is they are readily accessible pretty much whenever you want.
Oh, hi, Grandma.
Hey.
That's my grandma right there.
Fantastic. The YouTube live chat. The 2-2 pitch. And called strike 3. Changed up the speeds a little bit there, and Colby Rich was not looking for that one. So that will retire the side in the bottom of the first. So each team in this first inning strands 2 runners aboard. 0-0 our score going to the top of the second here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Stadium, Ryan Breeden now. Andrew Beavers with me here for the first time this year. What were you saying?
First time. Said last game I got hit in the back of the head. It wasn't pleasant.
Yeah, knocked the helmet right off. How are you feeling after that?
It was all right. It was a little sore when I first got hit.
When you woke up, did you feel like you're spinning a little bit, or?
Nah, I was fine.
Okay, good. So here we go to the top of the second. Logan McKeever back out there for his second inning, probably his final start of the year with the team on the mound before he heads back home. A lot of injuries this year. A lot of unlucky guys. You know, Daniel Hab, one of our catchers, broke his hand on a bat that came back on the backswing and got him. Had some guys that have already had to go home. First pitch.
Gabby was probably a tough loss for us. He's a really good hitter.
He just has a great baseball mind, too.
Yeah.
He kind of acted like as an assistant coach. Josh Simon up there now, count 2-0. From what I understand, you know, at the end of that last game, part of why those exchange of words is that one's popped high into right field. Preston Lau is there, camps under it, and makes the catch. To finish my point, from what I have heard, part of that exchange of words and near brawl that we had near the end of the game was partially because of Josh Simon and some of the stuff he was saying. But, you know, it happens, competition.
I'm pretty sure he was the guy that said something after I got hit in the head.
Really?
So I kind of like turned to them and looked. I was like, who's saying something after I got hit in the head?
Yeah. Competitive. There's a called strike. One away here. Count 0-1. Top of the second. The wind blowing straight out. Off speed. Missed. The count 1-1.
Yeah, speaking on Gabby, like he had such a good, like he's like such a like good, like not like hitting, like how you like say you're slumping.
Yeah.
He can talk you through it. Like I remember like the night before he left, we like sat in the parking lot and we just like looked at videos, like talked about like little things you can fix through your swings. Like he was a really good teammate to have.
So the count 2-2 now here, and Gabby from Puerto Rico, you know, he went to the Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy. He's been around the game since he was a kid. In Puerto Rico, you know, is one of those places where like baseball is a lifestyle.
Yeah. Eat, sleep, breathe, baseball, repeat every day.
The count now 3-2. Got some pretty good players in the big leagues that are from there as well. Salvi, Perez. One of them, the 3-2, and a called strike 3. Payne tossed his bat as if it was ball 4, but it was not. It was a fastball spotted. So McKeever gets a strikeout here. 2 away now in the top of the 2nd inning. That'll bring up Tanner Thompson. Thompson leads the Pilots in strikeouts, not a stat you want to lead in. So that one's fouled off. Andrew, we've had some fun over the course of the last month or so since you've been here talking about college baseball from Tennessee. You know, you wear your Tennessee orange compression long sleeve quite a bit.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the way things unfolded in the postseason?
It's a long story. Even Garrett catching, he would give me a hard time all the time about it. Him and Daniel would give me a hard time after they lost.
Yep. Just the count 2-1. Yeah.
Even Hunter will say some stuff to me about it.
Have a good time. The 2-1 pitch, and there's a called strike 2. McKeever has looked sharp early on here.
He looks really good.
He looks focused, dialed in. He has 3 strikeouts already.
What's up, Nana? It's my Nana.
The 2-2 pitch hit on the ground is short, fielded on a bounce by Bendeck, and the throw to first is in time, and that will retire the side into second. So McKeever, in 2 innings pitched, just 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 0-0 our score here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Hyde Stadium, bottom of the 2nd. Coming up here, 0-0 our score. Ryan Breeden, Andrew Beavers next to me with the headset on right now, and Hunter Brown just off to our right, looking on from the press box. Andrew, what do you think of the view up here and just having the headset on?
I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's a lot different.
You were a bit nervous to come up here.
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing great. You're doing great. I haven't had a bad guest up here yet.
I might get close to that one.
No. Impossible. Just give me like a bunch of like one-line answers and stuff. Just don't even.
I've always been a person like that. I'm really quiet.
Just straight to the point. That's all it is. Hey, that's all right. Kobe Fredland out there for the 2nd inning of work. Noah McCreary. He's been in a little bit of a slump recently. Started the year red hot as that one bounced in the dirt. He started the year 10 for his first 26, but just 2 for his last 29.
Yeah, he's a really good hitter.
He is. Another one of those guys that, you know, just kind of getting unlucky, not really getting the baseball gods to work in his favor. The 1-0 pitch, chopped foul straight back. Are you a firm believer in the baseball gods?
Yes. Last game, yes. Very much so. Very much so.
They're out there. They're always watching, always patrolling.
It's just one of those things you can just laugh at.
Yep.
Just gotta laugh about it.
The 1-1 pitch, and that's roped to left field, and that will get down for a base hit. So there you go.
There he is.
Every hit to get out of that slump feels good. During a hit that he got back when we were in Minot, he got a base hit, and he like jokingly made the signal calling for the ball. Oh, man. And so now here we go. We've got Max Adversalo. This is his first at-bat with the team. He immediately comes in here, has the best hair on the team. I don't think that's very fair.
He does have some good hair.
Right-handed hitter. playing first base. First pitch fastball taken for a strike. And he won't be here for that long with the team. He will, he'll be, he's going to enroll and go to the Naval Academy.
Really?
Yeah, he got like a full ROTC scholarship. So that beautiful hair that you see, it's going to be shaved not too long, and that one's fouled off, so the count 0-2.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to him and meet him. He's a pretty cool dude. I think he's from Sacramento.
Yes, that is right. You are right about that. Goes to, I think, Jacksonville University, from what I was able to quickly Google search when he first got here. He's down on the count 0-2. Runner aboard, Noah McCreary on first, and the 0-2 pitch, chopped foul, so staying alive. So the count remains 0-2. Kobe Fredland, Max Adversalo. Gets set. And the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball. So that is the first out of the inning, and that will bring up Preston Lau.
Now batting for the Trappers, the right fielder, number 50.
So one out, bottom of the second inning. Noah McCreary on first after a leadoff single. Preston Lau, his first at bat of the game. Batting .208 so far since joining the team. McCreary takes off for second to throw down, and not in time. There's a stolen base, but he pulled off the bag, but still able to get that right hand in there. Ooh, that was close. Overran the bag a little bit on that slide, slid over it, but was able to sneak that left hand back in there.
Might need to teach him how to slide.
Noah is just one of those people that makes everything funny.
Yeah, he just makes it when you're playing just funny. For like, say we're down, he just makes you just laugh or you get a smile on your face.
How much of a leadership role does he play with the team, being one of the older guys?
Well, he's probably one of the top, other than when Gabby was here.
Yeah.
Him and Gabby were the two leaders of the team.
1-0 pitch. That one missed. Have you seen a difference in the approach in this game compared to what it was for a majority of last game?
Yes. I feel like our approaches are way better than they were like through the first portion of the last game.
Already 2 hits here in the first inning and a third for the Trappers. Runner in scoring position. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Are you a superstitious guy?
When it comes to some things, yes.
Okay. Elaborate on that. Some things.
When I when I'm walking up to hit, I always do the same thing when I get in the box. Like I'll move I'll just like take some dirt out and then slide to the front of the box. And I do that every time.
1-2, called a strike at the knees, so 2 away now. After back-to-back strikeouts from Kobe Fredland. That'll bring up Connor Bendeck.
Now batting for the Trappers, the shortstop, number 12.
So 2 outs now.
Connor Bendeck.
I love his walk-up song.
Is it the best one on the team, you think? What about Eric? What about Eric Limberg with his German one?
That's a good one. Honestly, I'm gonna say it because it's me, because I think mine's the best on the team.
Of course. What even is yours? I can't hear yours with the headset on here.
It's Ice Cube.
Oh, okay.
I think me or Jackson's are the two best. What's yours?
What do you change yours to, Hunter?
Oh, yeah.
Buy me a vote. So the count 1-0. Connor Bendeck.
I've had mine
playing
since
shortstop.
My senior year in high school.
He'll step off. Bendeck is 1 for his last 23 after starting the year, 8 for his first 28.
Yeah, he's also a guy that he's in a slump, but you'll see him in the cages after the game, a few hours before.
1-0 breaking ball, snaps it across for a strike.
Just like trying to figure little things out about his swing.
I'm just waiting for the inning or the single at bat or the moment when like the entire team just gets out of the slump at the same time.
Yeah.
When that happens,
It'll be dangerous.
that'll be a sight to see. The 1-1 pitch. That one hit him on the inside leg. Took that like a champ. Kind of hobbling his way to first.
Change something up.
Where's the worst place you ever been hit by a pitch? Was it in the back of the head that just happened the last game? Yeah. That'll do it. 2 outs, back to the top of the order.
I have been hit with 96 in the rib cage, and that
Oh, that's bad.
like took me down to the ground. I was
Knocked the wind right out of you.
Trying to learn how to breathe.
Trevor Seagraves up there. He walked in his first at-bat. Runners on first and second. McCreary on second and Bendeck on first. Trevor's family is here for this weekend watching. First pitch, missed outside. You know, this is like my 9th game up here in the Hyde Stadium press box, and I still can't get over when I look out over to my right, past the outfield fence, just seeing the hills just rolling up over.
That's one thing that was really different when I got out here. It was just nothing. No.
Oh,
trees,
yeah,
no
everything
mountains.
is.
Like back home, I live in a valley, like in between 2 like bigger cities. And
Yeah.
it's just trees and mountains. Out here, it's just flat.
It's not flat. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah,
we got the hills over there.
It's a lot different.
Yeah, you got the Appalachian Mountains over there. So count 1-2 to Trevor Seagraves. Fredland gets set. And the pitch. Missed. You know one thing that I really kind of get freaked out by here in the town? All of the statues.
Oh yeah. I thought they were people when I first got here. I was like, why are people just standing?
That's exactly what I thought too. Like there's a statue just over there beyond where I'm looking over, like out of play down that third base side. And there's times where I'm driving at night and I just see one of the statues and I'm like, who is that at 2 in the morning just sitting there on a bench?
Like,
It scares
I
me.
thought there were people. I was like, why are there just people standing, just not moving? But apparently that's like all the former governors of South Dakota.
Is it?
I think.
I didn't.
It's something
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Hey, that's interesting. The more you know. Look at you, Andrew Beavers up here giving the people some
History
fast
lessons.
facts. 3-1 chopped on the ground to third. Going to be a tough play. Fields on the run and the throw to first, and it is in time. It was a close play. Thompson made a nice scoop on the run and a throw that beat Trevor Seagraves to the bag. So we are through 2 innings, and we are still tied at 0. We head to the third here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Next to me with the headset on. 0-0 our score through 2 innings of play. Logan McKeever has looked rock solid out there in his first 2 innings. Giving him just 1 hit and struck out 3 batters. He will here right away face Jared Kirkman. What do you think of the food selection here in Pierre, Andrew? Where's the best place to eat here?
Oh, where's that barbecue place we went to like the first day we were here? It was really good. It might
Barbecue
have been
place?
The barbecue place was good.
First pitch, Kirkman squares to bunt, but pulls back, and it's called a strike anyway.
Cattleman's is
Cattleman's?
good.
Okay.
Cattleman's is really good.
I went to Branding Iron and got French toast from there, like the first day I was here, and it was so good.
We went to the Branding Iron after pictures yesterday, and I got the biscuits and gravy, and it was pretty good.
Was it? Okay. Southern boy approving of the biscuits and gravy.
And no,
It's
not like any Southern biscuits and gravy. But
hey, there's nothing
good.
close to that. Are you a grits guy too?
No, I don't like
Nah. It's either people who live in the South, they're either all in or all out on the grits. I found no one's really like iffy, as that one's hit to the right side and caught on a line by Preston Lau.
Now batting for the Pilots, the center fielder number 5.
So when you're back at home, where's your go-to place to eat?
Well, that's tough. Probably Waffle House.
Waffle House. Oh,
Waffle House
man.
is my go-to spot sometimes.
We're back to the top of the order. Caleb Whitley. I feel like it's like an unwritten rule that you can't go to Waffle House unless it's like past 10 p.m.
Yes, that's either past 10 a.m. or past 10 p.m. or it's like you wake up and go like
really early. Yeah. The 0-1 pitch, check swing did not go around. So the count 1-1, one away, top of the third. 0-0 our score. Trappers 2 hits, Pilots 1. And the pitch, that one bounced in front of the plate. Skips away, but does not really matter.
Oh, yeah, or Zaxby's. Zaxby's is good.
Zaxby's. We had one in my college town, but they closed it down just before COVID.
I don't think is there any. I don't think there's any out here.
I don't think there is. There's not really a whole lot of much. Hey, it's better than nothing, though. Swing and a miss.
Like, I think the nearest Chick-fil-A is in Sioux Falls.
Yeah. Caleb Whitley goes down on strikes for the second time in this game and for the 5th time overall since the start of Game 1. So now 2 outs. Alex Miller. First pitch, missed low. Logan McKeever just looks very composed out there. He looks relaxed. The 1-0 pitch, that one just missed high. Andrew, who has better cleats? Garrett or Hunter? They have the big league chew, both of them.
One's
but Garrett's are purple.
See, I want them to.
And Hunter's are green.
I think Hunter's is better, but I want him to like mix match. Like he gets.
You guys should do that. Are you guys the same? Are you guys the same shoe size?
Yeah, y'all.
If you guys are the same shoe size, you have to.
We'll switch tomorrow.
Yes, you have to do it. That would be so good. So the count 3-1, 2 outs. Top of the third. And I have an opinion I want to run past you guys on just overall with the team, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like, as that one misses outside for ball 4, if I had to pick like one aspect of the game where you guys, the Pierre Trappers, are the best, I feel like it's the defense.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. We're all. It's like we're all good, like a defensively sound team.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really any single person that when you put them out there in the field, you're thinking they're a liability and you've got to try to cover them up.
Yeah, we're all really good fielders.
First pitch misses high. Jack Walton. You got a couple there in that last game where it just felt like you were ready for it to bounce on you in the dirt, and it just stayed and it just didn't bounce at all, and just went and rolled right below the glove.
Like the second one, like I went to slide for it, and it kind of like it was going towards the 6-hole, and then it kind of hit something and shot back.
You gotta love how the dirt plays, right? You never know what kind of bounce you're gonna get. And for the people who don't really understand, they're just gonna think, oh, I can't believe they didn't make that play, but it's like it's hard to do that. Runner takes off for second. The throw down is a little bit high and sails on Garrett Arnold. So Miller will steal second.
I don't think he had a grip either.
Yeah, I think that one just slipped right out of his arm.
He's just smile about it.
You got to just be able to laugh at yourself sometimes and laugh it off.
Game, I was just laughing at myself. Like, what
you got to be able to. You got to have some thick skin.
You'll have one of those games there eventually. You just laugh about it.
Everyone has those games. McKeever will step off.
No, but especially now after all that rain last night, like where Connor's playing right now.
Yep.
There's like it goes down into like a little divot and then comes back up, going towards second. So it's like it's weird.
2-0 pitch missed outside for ball 3.
Well, that was all underwater.
Yeah.
I can't believe that it's as good of condition right now as it is after what it looked like last night when we left.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd play a doubleheader today because it just looked like a pond.
It was bad. McKeever looking to avoid back-to-back walks. There you go. Fastball right down the middle. I had to leave in the middle of the torrential downpour to go to Walmart to go get some equipment for my camera.
Yeah.
And I grabbed an umbrella from downstairs, sprinted out, and my umbrella about got ripped right out of my hands, and I was soaked by the time I got to my car. Of course, I had to run all the way down to the outfield parking lot. 3-1 pitch, fouled off, so the count 3-2. Fireworks night tonight as well. Second one.
I forgot fireworks for tonight.
We had one opening night. Need to continue the trend, you know. Opening night had the fireworks and won the game. Got to win tonight's game so we can win every time there's a fireworks.
Got to enjoy the fireworks.
Runner takes off, but does not matter anyway. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. Walton goes down swinging. Logan McKeever through 3 innings has struck out 5. He's looking good through 3 innings. Nothing our score as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7.
I would say something. I want to say something. It's not going to be right.
What do you guys think? How's it going so far? Good?
When I was younger.
Really? Why'd you stop?
So shy. I'm such a shy person. My dad.
Hey.
My dad.
And welcome back in to Hyde Stadium. Bottom of the 3rd inning coming up here. Nothing our score, Ryan Breeden. Andrew Beavers alongside me. You're doing great. You're doing great.
First time of the year?
First time. Won't be the last time.
No, well,
better not be.
Used to it. Not that shabby the first time.
I try to make it as easy as I can and as fun as possible for people who are a little bit shy. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. There's some guys that come up here who have been really, really shy. As much as Anthony Barraza talks out, Ryan, you going to have me up? I had him up here one time during a game. He didn't talk that much. I was trying to ask him questions, and he was just kind of responding with a couple words, and it's like, all right, Anthony.
That's really surprising.
Yeah. He didn't really say that much. He was scared.
He'll talk your off in the dugout.
Oh, yes, he will. He 100% will. Speaking of that, too, as Tyler Traphagen comes up, we finally got the race that we've all been waiting for between Anthony and Colton Yenis. What did you think of that?
Apparently, I didn't make the trip to mine, but apparently Colton
they had another one here.
Yeah, I saw that one. Apparently, Colton won the first one.
So it was close. It was debatable. That one's fouled off. I was the finish line, right? And Colby Rich was filming it right down the line. Colton hadn't beat the entire way. But Tony, being Tony, laid out and tried to head-first Superman dive. And if you, pause it and go frame by frame, it looks like he might have edged him out by, a half a hand.
That's funny.
That one bounced. He went all out. He was like, I'm going to put my body on the line to beat Colton.
I think it's tied 1-1. They got to do it again to see who's
They do.
faster.
This time it needs to be a longer race, though. We need to tell them they got to race from the outfield fence to, the first base line. They might both just,
They might not
pass
make it
out
to
by
the
then. Neither of them might not make it. The 1-1 missed up it outside for ball 2. Traphagen up at the plate now. Garrett Arnold on deck. Traphagen 0 for 1 in the game. Fredlund gets set. And the pitch. That is hit well to right center field, but it will hang up there and is caught in right.
Dude, he's been putting some barrels on the ball.
That's just...
Like, he fits perfectly into what we've been doing.
Welcome to the club again. Another line out for Tyler Traphagen.
Another hard hit ball and out.
Oh, man. What do we got to do as a team to get the baseball gods back on our side?
Anything, literally anything. It's been going on for 2 weeks now.
Maybe to close the circuit, we need to start Noah McCreary on the mound again for a game.
Yes, that was so funny when he
first pitch, threw it like 50 feet up the backstop. Oh, that was amazing.
We were all like, throw it over the backstop.
That was amazing. First pitch to Garrett Arnold, swing and a miss. Like the aggressive approach there.
Yeah, we didn't think he'd actually throw it over the backstop, but he did.
Because he was saying in our meeting before that game, he was like, all right, first pitch, do I throw it over the backstop? Do I throw it at the ear hole of the batter, or do I throw it behind him?
I was like, definitely throw it over the backstop. And I think I was playing that game, and I was just laughing my head off.
Oh, that was amazing.
That short.
The 0-1 pitch, and that one missed inside. You know what I think would be even funnier than that? If he started again or some position player started again, and before they even threw a first pitch, they stepped off and picked over to first.
That'd be funny.
That would be amazing.
Or just like first pitch of the game, Ephus pitch.
That would be fantastic, too. The 1-1, big swing and a miss as well there. So we count 1-2. One out here in the bottom of the third. Nothing our score. Fredlund about to throw pitch number 47 of his outing.
Noah did actually, no,
And
this
that
is
one
going
missed.
back on Noah. Noah did actually start throwing Ephus pitches against the Sabre Dogs.
He did.
In like the 6th inning, 7th inning.
I liked what we saw from Maddox Mueller when he was on the mound, too.
He tries to be Shohei Ohtani when he gets on the mound.
Oh, it was so funny. He did great. He gave up 1 run in 3 innings against the Sabre Dogs. And he was doing all the different releases, swinging the leg, and that one's fouled off. Garrett Arnold is a very, very, very good hitter with 2 strikes. And the stats back that up as well. Let me scroll to where I'm at. Garrett, he has the highest contact percentage on the team with 88%, and he has had 9 at-bats where he's seen at least 3 pitches after 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's a really good 2-strike hitter. I think his approach to strikes is really
He
good.
battles. You can see that he shortens up his swing. More direct with the hands. The 2-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3 with the off-speed. I don't think he was expecting off-speed there.
I mean, that's what I try to do when I have 2 strikes. I just get lower and then just choke up on the bat a little bit. Just try to put it in play.
So 2 outs, and that brings up Tynan Shahidi. Tynan, as I found out last night, is very good at darts.
Yes.
We played some darts last night. There was a game where it was just me, Casey Kasheva, and Tynan won that one. And then we had a 6-person game. And I think that, I'm trying to remember who won that. Connor did. Connor Bendeck won that one. I should have won, though. I'm mad that I didn't. I was up by 120, and I blew it. I couldn't believe it.
Is his walk-up song the Jurassic Park?
Yes, it is. He changed it to that.
That's
the 1-0 pitch, that one missed for ball 2. He was adamant that he wanted to change his walk-up song to the Jurassic Park theme.
I think my sophomore year of high school, I did the line, Circle of Life for 3 or 4 games.
Oh, that's amazing. At the high school I went to, we didn't even have walk-up songs. We weren't a big enough school for it.
You gotta have walk-up songs.
2-0 pitch, that one bounced for ball 3. Hunter, you were shaking your head. Did you not have any either? No, you didn't.
Have any either?
Dang.
We had 2 we could choose.
No walk-up songs and no music.
Yeah, we had music before games, between innings, and after games. You didn't have any music at all? Oh, man.
How big was your high school?
3,500 kids.
3,500? You still, wow.
My high school was 2,500.
My high school was 500.
I think ours
3-0 pitch, that missed high for ball 4, so a 2-out walk for Tynan Shahidi.
My high school was a 6A school in Tennessee. It was pretty big. For the size of my hometown,
Yeah.
it's really big.
Yeah, we had 500 kids in our school. My graduating class was about 130.
My graduating class was about 400, I think 450.
I have a friend, though, that I go to college with, one of my roommates, whose graduating class was 12. You get to really know the people in your grade if there's only 12 of you.
There's some schools that are like, they are just...
Shahidi takes off, and that's rubbed to the right side and through for a base hit, so Shahidi will round second. He will head to third. He is in there easily. So a base hit, first pitch swing through the right side for Colby Rich, and that advances Shahidi from first to third. That looked like a hit and run, or do you think that was just a good timing, stolen base with one that just so happened to be driven pretty much right where you wanted?
I'll give Coach some credit as a hit and run.
Yeah, we'll say, okay. What do you think, Hunter? Was that a hit and run?
We'll
give it to him? Okay. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Noah McCreary up now. He singled in his first at-bat. So 3 hits now for the Trappers. McCreary has runners on the corners. Fredland gets set and the pitch. That one missed high. Daniel Have out there is the first base coach. He has his that cast on his right hand, his brace.
You gotta stop watching their back pocket, which just makes it even better.
He said he wanted to come up here. He wanted to come up here for this game, but after being the first base coach last game, I was talking to him while we were eating, and he was like, "Ryan, I'm sorry, I have too much fun as a first base coach."
We're trying to convince him to stay a little longer.
He should. He should travel to. He should travel with us to Bancroft.
We're trying to get him to.
Is there a chance?
Maybe. Not right now, but we're trying to.
There is a chance because I'm not flight yet.
Yeah, we might kidnap him for Bancroft.
Right. Dude, the Sisters Inn is just elite.
One with the sisters.
One with the sisters. The 2-0 pitch, that one missed as well.
Find a hotel like that, period, anywhere.
Nowhere. You know, it's not. When I first saw it and I first looked at the pictures of the outside, I thought one thing, but then when we got there, and we've been there now twice, it's not that bad.
The inside's really
The inside's nice. The rooms are nice.
Outside looks like it's a horror movie waiting to happen.
Well, you know what it is, right? It's a convent. It's a converted convent. So nuns used to live there.
Oh, that's even better.
So literally, it's literally the Sisters Inn because sisters used to live there. Oh, we had a snap pick over to third, and they got Shahidi at third. We weren't even paying attention. We weren't even watching. They picked over to first initially, and I think they threw it back to the pitcher, just snapped it over to third and got Shahidi sleeping. Andrew, Hunter, did you guys? None of us were watching that. That was super late after it happened.
That was really late.
So that's the third out. And that's a rough way to end the bottom of the third. Shahidi gets picked off of third base. And so we are through 3, going to the top of the 4th. 0-0 our score here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Hunter Brown back with the headset on.
I'm back.
0-0 our score through 3 innings, and so we went back and rewatched the live stream during this last half inning, and Jalen Lee, the first baseman, after fielding a pickover attempt, just snapped it all the way across the diamond and got Shahidi sleeping a little bit, and that one missed. We talked about being more aggressive with the base running, but that was maybe a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, just a little bit, but that's all right. It's early.
Maddox Mueller giving us some Skittles. Hey, thanks. Thank you, Maddox. The 1-0 pitch, now and missed outside off speed. I'm like Marshawn Lynch. We got our Skittles. It fuels me, gets me through this long game. The 2-0 pitch, that's hit on the ground to first and just foul. No one ever thinks about what a doubleheader does to the voice of the broadcaster. I'm saying like 50,000 words throughout the course of 5 hours. The wheels are falling off the wagon here. Maddox, you going to put the headset on at some point? You might? Okay. Okay. The 2-1 pitch to Jalen Lee, that's hit down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. So that's a base hit. Preston Lau, good job of cutting that one off near the line to keep it at just 1. Jalen Lee, his second hit of the game. The only 2 for the Pilots. So after the leadoff single, that brings up Jason Willers. Nobody out. Who has been the best opposing player that you guys have seen this year, in your opinion? Of the 3 teams, who has been the single best opposing player?
I think you got to go Jake Barlow.
Jake Barlow, okay.
Or Palaio.
Palaio?
Is almost impossible to get out, but Jake Barlow just has
swing and a miss.
Unreal power.
Yeah, he does. You know who leads our league in pretty much every stat?
If I had to guess, I'm going either Palaio or Newbert.
Monroe. Chris Monroe.
See,
Their big first baseman. He leads the league. He leads the league in home runs, hits, RBI, total bases, runs scored.
He's another guy that's almost impossible to get out.
Yep. You should have seen what it was like when we were up here in that game that we had. That one's hit to left side and snagged by Colby Rich. The throw to first and not in time, but a nice catch there from Colby Rich. Great reaction time. The hot corner being taken literally there. Are you making that play over there in the hot corner, Hunter?
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, you are. You are. You make over there when you play at shortstop, especially. You do a great job of just making the plays that aren't so routine look routine.
Thank you. It's fun. I think shortstop is definitely my favorite position, but I've got to learn to play third more this summer. I never really played there, so
yeah.
I have to say it's pretty fun over there too.
McKeever had a long stare down there with Jalen Lee at first, and now he'll step off and pick over. And Jalen Lee just drops to the ground and pretends to slide in. Oh, my gosh. See, moments like that are why I love baseball, because people are just so dumb and just do such stupid stuff, and it is so funny. First pitch, that one's sliced foul. Look out for the cars. Oh, I think that one missed one. We had one 2 days ago, I think it was, where there was a foul ball hit, and you could hear it crunch off a car over there on the street.
Yeah,
and I immediately was like, ooh.
I think it was against the Sabre Dogs. I was talking to Jake.
There's a called strike.
I'm pretty sure a moving vehicle was hit by a foul ball.
I think you might be right. There was one I saw a picture where a sunroof was broken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that one.
That's horrible. Imagine that, just driving down the street and you just get visited by a baseball through your sunroof.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be mad.
Talk about unlucky.
Yeah, exactly. 0-2 pitch, that one missed. Josh Simon. We've seen Josh Simon on the mound against the Trappers this season. We've seen him as a designated hitter. See him now in right field. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball that missed low. So the count now 2-2. Jalen Lee on first. We'll see what McKeever goes with here in the 2-2. And the pitch, chopped, foul. McKeever has thrown 64 pitches, 5 strikeouts, just 2 hits, both of them to the man on first base, Jalen Lee.
He's got both?
Yep.
Oh.
He has both of the hits in this game. The 2-2 pitch, chopped, straight back, foul once again.
I think
So
this
Simon
team's
battling.
a lot of guys that Drew goes to school with.
Yes, Mid-Atlantic Christian, they have quite a few. Let me count them quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
And the head coach is their coach, right?
Yeah. Yep. The 2-2 pitch. That's hit on the ground to first, and it gets past the diving attempt from Adversalo. Lee will advance from first to third. The throw-in is cut off by the shortstop, Bendeck. And so runners on the corners with 1 out here. Each team with 3 hits. And so we're still tied at 0, but a chance to bring across the first run of the game for the Pilots will be Carter Payne. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Would love to see a ground ball here.
Yeah. Ground ball right to Trev.
Would be fantastic.
Double play. Yeah, the inning.
As a team, Trappers have turned 12 double plays this year. First pitch missed, up and in. And Trevor over there at second base, he really prides himself on his defense. I was talking with him about his time in high school, and he said that over the course of all of his starts, he only made a couple of errors over the course of 3 or 4 years.
I believe it.
I made my fair share when I was in high school. I was a second baseman.
I think I made quite a few in high school too, actually.
I feel like we have a similar body type, Hunter.
Yeah.
You probably weigh more than me, though.
It's debatable.
How much do you think I weigh?
Probably like 150.
Pretty much.
That's
146, 147. Kind of varies. And they have him in a rundown here, a pickle, but you got to watch the run at home. The throw at home, and it is in time. Fantastic play over there. Had a pickoff attempt, and they had Simon in a rundown, and then Jalen Lee decided to try and advance home. And Max Adversalo a strike to Garrett Arnold at the plate, and they got him tagged out at home for the second out.
They've tried so many different trick plays in the span of this doubleheader.
That was one of those situations where Josh Simon probably intentionally tried to get picked off to allow for. So it went exactly as Coach Matty Hullum had planned it would go up until the end when Max Adversalo had the heads-up awareness to throw it back home. 2-0 pitch, off speed that drops in for strike 1. The sun is slowly beginning to set here. It's almost 9:30, and it's still like
it's crazy.
Decently bright.
It is crazy how bright it is, how late.
2-1, swing and a miss. We went the curveball again.
One of the first nights we were here, it was like 10:30 and the sun was still up. And we were like, this is unreal.
Just like, where am I? You know why that is, right? You know why it stays up for so long here?
No, I couldn't tell you.
So I think, at least from what I've been told, and I have some people who are Pierre natives that can either shake their heads yes or shake them no if I'm right or wrong. I think it's because that one misses outside 3-2. We are right on the edge of Central Time and Mountain Time where we are at. So it sets later because we are right on the edge of what should be an hour earlier.
Well, like, isn't it like in Fort Pierre? Isn't it an hour?
Some of the bars use Mountain Time in Pierre and Fort Pierre. 3-2 pitch, and that one missed for ball 4. So a 2-out walk.
See, that's funny.
That's crazy though. Imagine like living on right on the edge though of like 2 different time zones where like you go to Walmart, do your errands, and it's like 4 o'clock. You go back home and it's 5.
Yeah.
That would just throw me off. So runners on first and second. Tanner Thompson, big swing and a miss. Thompson playing shortstop. McKeever.
It's getting hard to see.
Yeah. It's right around that time of night where, like, the lights haven't fully kicked in yet. The sun is not high enough up to where you can really see. I thought I just spilled my water all over my lap. There's a called strike, too.
See, I really like the jersey, though. I'm actually an Angels fan, so.
The Mike Trout jersey? Hey, I appreciate it. If I had a camera up here in the press box, I would turn it around so you guys could see it and see us. But, you know, it's a red Mike Trout jersey.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. The 0-2 pitch. That one bounced and skips away from Arnold, so that will allow for the run to advance. Simon, a big turnaround third, but he will stay there. He's kind of testing the waters, too. Waiting a while to go back. One thing that I vividly remember from this season, early on in the year when Logan was on the mound, he got Dane Nakasuka picked off of third because he just he picked over to third, got it back, and then quickly threw it again and got him picked off at third. I'd like to see that, get Josh Simon picked off third to end an inning.
Yeah, that'd be exciting.
The count 1-2, so maybe go for a strikeout here to end things anyway. The 1-2 pitch, missed outside, like a slider. 2 outs, top of the fourth, 0-0 our score. 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tanner Thompson at the plate. Logan McKeever looks in, and he will step off. What do you think he's going to go with here in a 2-2?
I'd go fastball in.
Go fastball.
Personally.
We'll see what he goes with the 2-2. Goes the fastball, and it's chopped foul. You ever pitch, Hunter?
Not very often. I have a feeling you're going to see it here pretty soon, though.
Okay. What are you going to be showing off if you're on the mound?
Oh, don't expect anything crazy.
I don't think that it's possible for you to have a worse ERA than what I had in high school. 36 in my senior year in my couple of appearances on the mound. Yeah, I see you, Maddox. Yeah, shaking your head at me. Hey, Maddox, when you put the headset on, I want to talk to you about your bullpen appearance against the Sabre Dogs. That was fantastic. So the count is 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs, top of the fourth.
I think they go back to the fastball here.
McKeever looking for his 6th strikeout. 2-2 pitch, missed high. So the count 3-2. There is an open base, but it would load the bases for Jared Kirkman.
That is one thing that's plagued us is walks. Walks have hurt us in the past couple games.
Yeah. Even in last game, 3-2 pitch, that one bounced for ball 4, so base is now loaded. In that last game, they had just 6 hits, but they put up 9 runs.
Yeah, that's, what was it, the first inning?
Yeah.
It's hard to come back, especially a full day later, but
that mentality just has to be, it's got to be different because you can't go you're going into that game and you're knowing that it's not 0-0. It's 5-0 and you're like, okay, so we're going to have to be perfect if we want to come back in this game.
It's really nothing you can prepare for, practice for, but you just have to
First pitch,
you have
chopped.
to treat it as a 0-0 game.
Just foul. Yep. Just count 0-1. Jared Kirkman. This is a big at-bat here early on in this game. Logan McKeever, the pitcher. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 0-0 the score. Probably the biggest at-bat here of this young game. Off-speed missed outside. So the count now 1-1. Simon is on third. Thompson on first and Payne on second. Now it's hit on the ground to short. Bendeck fields it backhanded and fires to second, and it is caught by Seagraves in the dirt for the final out of the inning. So a nice backhanded stop there from Bendeck. Got that force out at second, and that ends the inning. So Logan McKeever pitches out of the jam. And the Pilots, Strand bases loaded. So we are through 3.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 0-0 our score here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Welcome back in to Hyde Stadium. 0-0 our score. Bottom of the 4th, upcoming Ryan Breeden. Hunter Brown next to me. Andrew Beaver's also up here. And Maddox Mueller. We've got an entourage. Got a few guests. Trappers taking over. I like it. Give me as many guests as possible. I basically had no guests in the first game, so I was just hung out to dry. Noah McCreary, first pitch, swung on and missed. He was up to bat there in the bottom of the 3rd with runners on the corners, but Tynan Shahidi got picked off at third base. So McCreary back up again to start this inning. Display a blue one like back here in the concourse. I thought for sure there was going to be one hit up and over right under the windshield. 0-2 pitch, missed up and outside. So the count 1-2. 3 hits apiece for each team. Fredlin gets set. The 1-2. Missed up and outside once again. It's a nice atmosphere here tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here tonight, actually.
A lot of fans. It's not too hot.
No.
Little breeze.
We went from really hot yesterday to storming.
Oh, it was bad.
To storming.
The 2-2 pitch. Off speed. They could not run back in there. McCreary, what? Noah is so funny. He just did he try to act like it was strike 3?
Yeah. No,
or did he act like it hit him? Oh my gosh.
Looking for a way on any way he can.
Oh my goodness, he is so funny. So full count now. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Gives the uppercut with the right arm after that one. So that is a strikeout to start out the bottom of the 4th. That brings up Max Adversalo. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's got the gray helmet. A lot of guys wear their batting helmet from their respective college.
I don't even have one.
No?
No. Didn't bring one.
My nana just said it's in Athens, Tennessee. It's 10:30 and it's pitch dark.
And the pitch, a big swing and a miss.
9:30. Back in California, it's only 7:30.
7:30. I've only been to California once. I went to San Diego when I was in high school, and it was amazing. I loved it.
San Diego's nice.
It was so fun. Fredlin, the 0-1 pitch. Off speed, called a strike at the knees. So
I'm not a huge fan of the big cities, but San Diego
I feel like it would be a pain to live in L.A.
It's horrible.
I feel like it would be
You
rough.
can't go anywhere fast.
Yeah, that would be bad. I'd be okay with it, though, if I ended up being like the play-by-play guy for the Dodgers or something. 0-2 pitch.
Oh.
Broken bat, and it's a foul ball anyway, but that bat splintered. Not quite a flying bat for my producer, Heather Williams. She's always on the lookout for him. Not quite a flying bat, but a splintered bat. You'll have to replace it anyway. There haven't been as many broken bats since the newest shipment of dovetails. At least I haven't seen it.
No, Tony's been pretty good. I mean, he's only been swinging one bat, so.
Hey, there was a pretty bad streak that he was on where I think he had like broken 4 straight bats in 4 days. Oh, that was rough. So the count 0-2 after the broken bat. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Adversalo, his second at-bat with the team. And the pitch. Off-speed check swing, and he went around for strike 3, and it was a drop third strike. The throw down to first, and it is in time. Initially, I don't think that Adversalo even thought that it was in the dirt, so he took off a little bit late. So they're now 2 away. Preston Lau up there, 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat.
Talk about another funny guy. Preston can say some funny stuff.
He's a quirky dude.
He is, but he happens to know what to say at the right times, and I just find it hilarious.
Preston's a funny guy. First pitch, that one missed outside. Me and Preston have got a little bit of beef though, not like real beef, but anytime we play Mafia on the bus, he calls me out immediately. We'll just start first round in. He'll say, I think it was Ryan.
Well, for the first couple games there, he was the first one out.
He was every time. Off speed, that misses for ball 2. Mafia is a staple. It's a game you got to play on the bus. It's fun. I got to be the narrator for the first time in our last game that we played, and it was a blast.
I didn't even know what Mafia was till I got here.
I knew what it was, but I didn't know how to play. Big swing and a miss to count 2-1. It's a fun game, and I've realized that a lot of baseball teams play it during the summer.
Yeah,
when you travel, you have those long travel hours.
I guess it's pretty popular. When you have 5.5, 6 hour bus rides.
Exactly. 2-1, that missed. Upstairs for ball 3. What do you typically do on the bus when you have like 6 hours? Sleep, watch movies, listen to music,
well,
what?
It depends. This last trip, I actually had to sit next to somebody, so there wasn't much sleeping. But
who are you sitting next to?
I had Parker. Parker was my bus buddy.
All right. 3-1, missed, high for ball 4. 2-out walk for Preston Lau, runner aboard now.
But no, I think I watched the Netflix for a little bit, and then just kind of sat and talked to Parker and waited for the bus ride to be over.
Yeah. So that means maybe next time that we're on the road, you better get a whole seat to yourself.
That means me and Parker both get our own seats next bus ride.
Yeah.
Which, actually, we lost a couple guys, so we might not have to worry about it.
Yeah. It's going to be weird. Lost some of the guys.
Gabby and CJ.
What are we going to do without Gabby and CJ on the bus?
I know. Those two guys.
CJ, when he's on the bus, he likes to build like a fort in his row. Like in this last one, we're not going to be able to see it again, but in his little row that he had, he would take a blanket and drape it over the top, and he'd just like sometimes like peek his head out. It was so funny. Connor Bendeck up here now with 2 outs. First pitch. That one missed with a fastball there. Kobe Fredland, 74 pitches so far in this outing. 3 hits, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts. Preston Lau on first base. The 1-0 pitch. That one missed outside as well. So the count 2-0. We're not going to have an off day for a while, Hunter.
Yeah, it's going to be quite some time before.
We still got like 20 days in a row after this one. 20 days of baseball.
Monday or Tuesday, I guess we played the Saber Dogs at Mark 24.
Oh, boy. 2-0. That one missed outside. Snap throw to first, and nothing doing. I think that Coach Jamie would probably throw his helmet into the stands if we had another out on the bases on a pickoff attempt.
Yeah, he told us to be aggressive, but I think we better dial it down a little bit.
Yeah. Aggressive, but still smart. So the count 3-0.
That bird stuck in the net.
Oh. There's a lot of birds that fly around here. The 3-0, that missed tie for ball 4. So back-to-back walks. Now 2 runners aboard. Maybe 2-out rally here. Back to the top of the order for Trevor Seagraves, and before that we will have a mound visit and a pitching change. So it looks like that's it for Kobe Fredland. 77 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, and 7 strikeouts. But his night is over. So we'll have a pitching change, and we'll introduce you to that pitcher and finish off the bottom of the 4th when we come back from this quick break on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. And we are back after that change here. Hyde Stadium, bottom of the 4th. Our new pitcher is Tyler Wiltshire. Typically an infielder, but on the mound. And as Hunter just said to me when we were coming back from break, played for the Trappers a couple of years ago. He batted .247, 7 RBI, 21 strikeouts in 25 games when he was with the team. Now he is facing the Trappers on the mound. The Preston Lau at second base. Connor Bendeck at first. Trevor Seagraves out to bat here. Trevor drawing his cross in the dirt. So we're ready to go here after the pitching change. And the first pitch, that's hit in the air out to deep left center field. The wind pushes it a little bit, but it hangs up there and is caught in left field for the final out of the inning. Trevor gave that a pretty good ride.
He did. It was hit well.
If only the wind was really blowing, maybe could have pushed that one into the gap.
If it was blowing like it was this morning, it might have had a chance.
So that will end the 4th inning Are you going to stay up here through the 5th, or are you guys going to head back down?
I'm going back down. I'm going to go see if I can light a fire under this offense.
Go do it.
Thank you for having me.
Hunter, thank you for joining me. You were fantastic. I appreciate it.
I'll be back.
Oh, yes.
Next time.
You got to come back up at some point. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. Andrew, are you going to stay up here for a little while, or are you going to go down?
Maddox's turn.
Okay, we'll take a quick break and come back for the 5th inning here on the voice of the Trappers. Nothing the score. River 92-7. Smoke on the water there over the headset to bring us back in to the commercial. For the top of the 5th inning, Logan McKeever on the mound. That one bounced. Caleb Whitley, the leadoff man for the Pilots, up. We have a change here on the headset. Hunter Brown is now downstairs. Andrew Beavers now downstairs. Maddox Mueller up here with the headset for the first time. Thank you for joining me, Maddox.
Of course, it's a pleasure, first time on the air.
Heck yeah. So here we go, the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and Whitley is having an ugly day at the plate. If you combine these two games, he had 3 strikeouts in game 1, and he already is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts here in this second game, and he's down on the count 1-2. And the pitch, that one bounced. Maddox, first things first, the mustache. It's excellent.
Thank you.
And it's Top Gun inspired, right?
It was. We had a Top Gun themed game, and I had my beard growing, and then I just had to do a mustache right before the game. Just had to do it.
I've had some talks with some of the guys on the team when they've been up here, and they've really said, there's 2 guys on the team that can pull off the mustache. You and Anthony Barraza. You and Tony.
Me and him are the 1 and 2 for sure. Top mustaches in the league.
Coach Jamie tried to make it work, and it just wasn't there.
I don't think he could grow it full like us,
The 3-2 pitch, and that one missed for ball four, so a leadoff walk to start out the 5th inning. You honestly maybe could even get to a point where you curl it a little bit, have the curly.
I could curl it.
Ooh.
I just need my
old school.
If I get my mustache waxed, then it's.
Oh man, it's over then. Oh my goodness.
Sure. But I actually might shave the mustache tonight. I might go babyface.
For what?
We're on a little slide of games lately, so got to mix it up somehow.
Any way you can.
Anyway.
So that pretty much answers the "Are you superstitious?" question.
Yes, very, very. Gotta have everything the same way when you're going good.
All right.
And when you're going bad, everything.
Alex Miller squares the bunt but pulls it back on a fastball up, so the count 1-0. What's your pregame routine like?
Today was different because we obviously had a doubleheader, but usually wake up in the morning, try to get some swings in early if I can, and then just come to the ballpark and just get ready, do my pregame rituals, pregame stretches. Everything has to be in order. If it's not, it just doesn't feel right.
Off, but nothing doing. Yep. Are you during the game? Are you like a big snacker during the game? Do you eat like sunflower seeds and anything like that?
I'm not actually.
Yeah.
I just usually just try to drink water, and that's it.
I always used to get frustrated trying to eat sunflower seeds during games. I felt like it was too much work.
Nah, if you want to see someone eat some food,
Burner takes off the throw down, and it is a good one, but not, and it isn't time. It didn't look like it was in time. And I don't think that Caleb Whitley can believe it. But Bendeck tagged him on the head. And they'll say that it was ahead of the slide in. So a nice, strong throw down from Garrett Arnold, giving a smile there behind the plate. And I still don't think that Caleb Whitley can believe it. Coach Matty Hullum can't believe it.
Wow.
What'd you think?
That's a trapper call right there. That's something we needed.
Sometimes it's what you need.
For sure. Got to start something.
So the count 1-1 after the caught stealing. And that one skips away to the backstop. Logan McKeever has looked fantastic so far in this outing. 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. This is pitch number 91 of his outing, and that's fouled off 2-2. Maddox, you hit your first home run of the year here not too long ago. How'd that one feel?
It felt good, I'm not going to lie. He left the fastball up on 0-2, and I just had to do something with it. Got the barrel out in front, and it just kept on going.
You're one of those guys that, like, has some sneaky power. You know, like you've got a ton of speed, probably the fastest on the team, although I think it would be interesting to see you and Traphagen race.
For sure.
I think it would be a close one. You got the speed, you've got the glove, but, you know, a little bit of power, too.
Occasional.
That one's hit down the third baseline and foul. Colby Rich trying to make a Nolan Arenado throw there. And it was on the line, but, you know, it didn't really matter anyway. It was a foul ball. I feel like that combination in the outfield of you and Traphagen is deadly. I mean, we saw it in that first game. In back-to-back innings, each of you made a diving catch.
For sure.
And pretty much because of you in the outfield and because of, pretty much just because of you made a lot of diving catches this year. My producer Heather has Sports Center Top 10 music, like the theme, pulled up, ready to play at any point.
Wow, that's fine. That's awesome.
That's hit on the ground, Connor Bendeck, and that one gets past the glove. He tried to make a play on the run, but it just did not bounce the way that he thought it would. So that leaks into the outfield. I don't know. You think that's a hit or an error?
A hit.
I'm not scoring it anymore. I'm not the official scorekeeper. I'm just the broadcaster. So a runner aboard. 1 out. Jack Walton up there. 0 for 1 with a walk. McKeever looking over. And now the first pitch runner takes off. The throw down is another good one. It's another runner out at second. Garrett Arnold throwing him out left and right. He's slinging it.
Garrett is so good behind the plate. I love it.
2 runners caught stealing in the same inning. First, it was Caleb Whitley. Now, Alex Miller set him down back-to-back, and now 2 away here in the top of the 5th. It's just a 2-catcher rotation now with Daniel Hab being out for the year. You know, it's a couple good guys to have back there. That one's popped in foul ground. Colby Rich on the move near the wall, and a big collision off the wall, but the catch is not made. Lost the hat, lost the sunglasses. You had one of them that was hit out to you in that first game where the wind just kept carrying it and hit it off the wall, and you kind of backed into the wall.
I fell and I hit the wall. Yeah, it did not feel good.
No, I don't think it would, especially since it's just solid wood.
No padding.
No pads. It's just you, the wooden fence, and maybe those sponsor signs out there, but those don't add any sort of protection.
Nah.
So the count 1-1. Jack Walton. 2 outs, top of the 5th. And the pitch fouled off, so the count 1-2. Teams wearing the same uniforms as they were for game 1. So the Trappers in the gold jerseys, the Pilots in the navy blue. McKeever, count 1-2. And the pitch. Fastball missed upstairs. The count 2-2. We had a couple of games between you two guys where you guys were wearing the same jerseys, like the same jersey colors.
I remember the last series.
It was actually yesterday's. That's rung up for strike 3. Walton can't believe it. Didn't like it, but it was in there on that inside corner. So that ends the inning. McKeever 6 strikeouts now through 5 innings of work. 0-0. Our score remains. Going to the bottom of the 5th here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Bottom of the 5th inning, score remains tied up at 0. Ryan Breeden joined alongside Maddox Mueller for the first time this year, and I just counted during this last commercial break how many player guests I've had on this season. 23. I've had a lot. Oh, I was trying to adjust your microphone, and I just completely ripped the headset right off you. Yeah, get the headset off, Maddox.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're back.
Yep.
First pitch to Tyler Trapphagen. There's a called strike on a fastball. Leadoff man here in the bottom of the 5th. Trapphagen, his 2nd game with the team. A 1 pitch. That one missed. Maddox, now I want to talk about your little appearance out of the bullpen that you had against the Sabre Dogs.
Ooh.
It was great. One run in 3 innings.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You were deceptive up there. You were mixing it up. And that one's a called strike. Looked down there low near the knees, but gets the call anyway. You looked actually pretty comfortable.
You know, I was just trying to have fun. I knew I wasn't going to overpower him with anything, so I just had to be funky up there.
And it worked. You know, you had your little leg kick. You were swinging it, and the 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3, so Trapphagen goes down swinging.
Yeah, I had to take some notes from, what's his name? From the Yankees, the pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
I forget his name. It's blanking. But Johnny Cueto. I took some notes out of
Cueto.
Johnny Cueto's book. And then, you know, my goal was just to mess with their timing and try to make them laugh while they were hitting.
Yep.
And
you switched it up with the leg kick, the swing. You had a little bit of sidearm action sometimes, too.
I had to do anything I could. But, hey, it was working.
It worked really well, and I bet that it won't be the last time that we see you.
Next time I have another appearance on the bump, I'll even make it more exciting for you.
Oh, yeah. That'll be exciting. Garrett Arnold up there now. First pitch, off speed, missed low and outside. So the count 1-0, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Not a whole lot of offense in this game.
It's a pitcher's duel.
Sure is. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss on the fastball. Garrett Arnold. He'll go from catching once every 3 days to now catching every other day.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Hab, he's the first base coach down there right now, but he won't play again this year. Off speed, taken for strike 2. So the count 1-2 now. Trappers with 3 hits on the game to the Pilots 4. 1-2 pitch fouled off. So Arnold again battling with 2 strikes, what he does best.
No doubt. He has such a good 2-strike approach.
Has the most at-bats on the team, where he has seen at least 3 pitches after 2 strikes. It has an 88% contact percentage as well, which is the most on the team. The 1-2, and that one's hit to the right side and foul ground. Jalen Lee ranges over, and it bounces off the top of the dugout. I thought about moving my camera on top of the Trappers dugout before this game to change the camera angle. If I would have, it might have just gotten killed.
It might have. It might have got taken out. No exaggeration.
What do you think would be a cool camera angle?
You know, I wouldn't mind one from the booth. From like right
From
here.
the booth, like right here?
Like one of these windows.
I'm about to have a 2-camera setup that I'll be
Okay.
able to go with. So I want to have, ideally, I want to have one up here for the wide shot. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt, drop 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time. I also want to see if there's a way that I can make it to where I have a camera out beyond center field. So it's like, you know, the typical broadcast angle where you have like the back of the pitcher and then looking straight at the strike zone.
That would be very nice.
I don't know how I would make it work because you've got the Boys and Girls Club and the playground back there, so I wouldn't want any kids like picking up my camera and like moving it and stuff because you never know.
Different camera angles mid-game.
Right?
You possibly could put one in the right field.
Yeah? I could. I'll find some spots.
For sure.
So 2 outs here. Tynan Shahidi, first pitch missed, up and inside. I don't know why, but I just got reminded of, I was telling you about the Sports Center top 10 music that I have after this pitch. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
You can get a taste of it. Ready? And the 1-0 pitch, and that's called a strike. Heather, you want to play the quick Sports Center top 10 music for Maddox so we can hear what we play over the top of his stuff a lot?
I like it.
See?
I like
See,
it.
there
I
you
do
go.
like it.
We've got it
Yes.
ready. So now you know every time you make a diving catch in the field, this is what everyone's hearing after you do it.
I love it.
1-1 pitch missed outside. So the count 2-1. Who's your favorite baseball player? Who was your favorite growing up?
You're wearing them.
Mike Trout?
Trout was my guy.
Hey.
Always loved him. Well, up until I was like, he came into the picture. It was him and Harper.
At the same year, it was like 2012, 2013.
That's when I was like
2-1
12.
fouled off to the right side.
That's when I was like 12 or 13. And once Harper came on the scene, I wasn't a fan of him, but Trout always loved. But before Trout, growing up in Atlanta, it had to be probably Chipper.
Chipper, that's a good choice.
Chipper just...
He's
he
a
was the
legend.
guy. He's a legend. Stayed with Atlanta all his career, unlike some people who just left.
Yeah.
Not gonna name names.
No idea who that would be. 2-2, bounced it. So you are a Braves fan?
I am.
So I mean, at least before Freddie Freeman left, he got you a championship.
Listen, I can't even respect him. Can't even do it.
Really? Oh,
I saw
no.
him tearing up, getting his ring, and I just think they're fake tears.
Oh,
Can't
no.
even give them the benefit of the doubt.
No benefit of the doubt given. The 3-2 fouled off straight back out of play. So we'll do the 3-2 once again. I kind of feel your pain being a Oklahoma City Thunder fan with Kevin Durant, but
And Russell. And
Durant
James Harden.
never even gave us a ring.
That's true.
He lost to the Warriors and then said, all right, I'm going to go play for the Warriors.
Durant's the only one with a ring, right? From the Big Three?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But do they really count? That's the question.
He was hurt for the ring. I don't know.
He has 2 of them.
He's 2?
Yeah, he has 2.
Oh.
But the Warriors won one before he got there, and they just won one after he left. So
I don't think they should count.
I agree. The 3-2, and it missed outside for
Great
ball
take.
4. Solid at-bat from Tynan Shahidi to draw a 2-out walk. So that will move things over to Colby Rich. 1 for 2 in the game, one of the 3 hits on the night for the Trappers. Just need that one big hit to break this thing open and try and get that lead. Just past 10 o'clock here. Colby Rich third baseman, first pitch. That one bounced, and Tynan Shahidi will take second on the wild pitch, and the throw down, not even close to in time. Tyler Wiltshire on the mound. This is his second inning of relief work. What do you like to do in your free time, Maddox? You a big fisher? You a big outdoors kind of guy? What do you
I enjoy hiking.
Okay.
I enjoy nature in general.
All right.
But if it's like, if the sun's already gone down, then I'll probably just play a video game or two.
Hey, what games you playing?
I'm a big Apex guy.
Really?
Big
Okay.
Apex, yes.
The slider bin's in there for a called strike one. I've always been more of a Fortnite guy.
Okay. Nah, see, that's Mixer. When after Jackson got hit in the face, and he was out for that week, he just started grinding on Fortnite.
Hey. It's a classic. It's crazy that it came out like 5 years ago at this point, like 4 years ago. There's a called strike two on an off-speed pitch taken there as well. You been to Mount Rushmore yet?
I have not, actually.
Me neither.
I want to
We should take a team trip.
We should. We should.
On one of our many off days we have coming up, right? You know, all of the, oh wait, none of them.
None. What do we have left, 19 days?
Yeah, the 1-2, that one's fouled off. I think it's more than that, actually.
Whew.
I think I can pull up the schedule here, like in a moment's notice. Yeah, no, it's still, we still have got, like, after today, we still got like 20 days in a row. We're at 21. Ooh.
I don't know how our bodies are going to hold up after, like, day number 16.
That's a great question. For everybody, I think.
For everyone, yep. All around the league.
Yeah, because it's not just us that's playing a lot of games at the course of time, and that's an off-speed pitch. Swung on in, missed for strike three. So Colby Rich goes down swinging to end the inning. A lot of strikeouts in this game. The Trappers have gone down on strikes 9 times. The Pilots have gone down 6 times. And we'll take a quick break and go to the 6th inning on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. And the pitch, that missed up and inside. So the count now 2-2. Some action out there in the Trappers bullpen. But for now, the 2-2 from McKeever. Fastball that runs up and inside for ball 3. It's Colton Yanish getting loose out there in the pen. The payoff pitch, missed high for ball 4. So a 2-out walk from Carter Payne, and that brings up Tanner Thompson. 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll stride in with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first after the 2-out walk. McKeever, the pitch. That's hit high on the infield to the right side in foul ground, and Max Adversalo makes the catch near the Trappers' dugout for the final out of the inning. But the Pilots take the lead in the top of the 6th with a solo home run from first baseman Jalen Lee. And now the Trappers looking to respond, down 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. To nothing the score. The Red River Pilots leading it over your Pierre Trappers. Solo home run from Jalen Lee in the top of the 6th to put the lone run on the board so far. Tyler Wiltshire back out there for his 3rd inning of relief work. And it will be Noah McCreary leading things off. Be Noah McCreary, followed by Max Adversalo and Preston Allow here for the bottom of the 6th.
You win $5,000.
They're announcing the $5,000 back-to-back jacks competition. You know, it's a cool idea. I personally don't think that it is ever going to happen. But if it happens, someone's going to be very rich walking out of Hyde Stadium. Here for this bottom of the 6th, what that competition basically is if Trappers hit back-to-back home runs in the inning, someone wins $5,000. First pitch, called a strike to Noah McCreary. McCreary 1 for 2 in the game, a base hit and a strikeout. The 0-1 pitch from Wiltshire. That's hit in the air out to shallow left field, and it will be caught by the shortstop for the first out. Catch from Tanner Thompson while he's ranging back. So for a second, you know, I thought that might get down, but a nice play on the move for Tanner Thompson. So now 1 away, and that brings up Max Adversalo. 0 for 2 with 2 Ks in his first start as a Trapper, looking to turn things around. First pitch, missed high for ball 1. Some action in both bullpens. Colton Yanish for the Trappers, the big lefty, and then a right-handed thrower for the Pilots. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. One out, bottom of the 6th, nobody aboard. The 1-1 pitch, and that missed high with a fastball. It's the count 2-1. Preston Lau on deck. Connor Bendeck to follow. The 2-1, off speed taken for strike 2, so the count now 2-2. Trappers looking to turn things around. It's been a bit of a rough go of things. Lost 6 in a row and lost 8 of the last 10. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3 in the dirt, and the throwdown is in time. So Adversalo strikes out here in the top or the bottom of the 6th, and now they are 2 away. As for the remainder of the standings in the Expedition League, the Soares Valley SaberDogs in first, 25-1 for the record, and that is just outrageous. 25-1, 13 games up on the Red River Pilots for first place. The Trappers at 7-19 are in last in the league, and that one missed high for ball 1. And it's really just been because the offense has not been able to consistently put anything together for more than a couple of games. The 1-0 pitch, off speed, missed, so the count 2-0. Lau walked in his last at bat. And the 2-0 pitch, fouled back. The count now 2-1. In Preston Lau's first start of the year against the North Iowa Ragin' Roosters in Bancroft, reached base safely in all 6 of his plate appearances. The 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike 2. Since then, though, it's not been quite as favorable for Preston, batting .208 on the season. Hits the ball on the ground a lot. But the count 2-2 and the pitch, that's hit in the air. Out to shallow right field and backpedaling to make the catch for the final out over there in shallow right field. Alex Miller, the second baseman, made that play. So Trappers once again go down in order. Nothing doing in the 6th inning for the offense, and we go to the 7th. 1-0 our score. Pilots leading it on the voice of the Trappers. River 92-7. In Hyde Stadium, we are through 6 innings of play. Just 1 run has scored. And it was a solo home run from Jalen Lee in the top of the 6th for the Pilots to give them the 1-0 lead that they currently possess. New pitcher on the mound for the Trappers. It is Colton Yanish. This is his 6th outing on the mound. he's gotten better every time that he has been in there. He gave up 4 earned runs in each of his first 2 outings, but since then given up just 3 earned runs over his last 5 innings of work. He's gotten better. He's been one of the main pupils of Casey Kasheva, the Trappers' starting pitcher and kind of the pitching coach, and he's really taken Colton under his wing, tried to work on his mechanics, work on his delivery, work on his release point. For the big lefty, he's got a big frame, 6'5", tallest on the team. And the first pitch, fastball that looked pretty good, but it just missed for ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch from Yanish. Now missed high. Jared Kirkman up there right now. 0 for 2, but the count 2-0. And the pitch, there's a called strike on a fastball. And one thing that I have heard from several of the Trappers pitchers, as well as Trappers Pierre native Jack Van Camp, is that this pitcher's mound here at Hyde Stadium feels very tall when you're pitching. The 3-1 pitch, there's a called strike too. So Colton Yanish up there with his big frame might look like Randy Johnson on the mound while pitching it here to the Pilots. And the 3-2 pitch, that's hit in the air out to center field. Trapphagen on the move and makes the catch on the run while stumbling. He has been tested out there a lot in center field. Had a lot of ground to cover, but was able to make the play there on that one. So now 1 away, top of the 7th. Back to the top of the order. Caleb Whitley, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. First pitch swinging there for strike 1. Whitley playing center field in this game. The 0-1 pitch, off speed, looked like a slider, and it just missed outside. Even though it missed, he gets a nod of approval from his catcher, Garrett Arnold. The 1-1 pitch, that's nubbed into left field and will get down for a base hit. It was off the hands of Whitley. Just kind of one of those nubbed singles. Not really anything that you can do about that if you are Colton Yanish or the Trappers defense. So 1 out base hit. And that will bring up Alex Miller, 1 for 2. 6 hits in total for the Pilots after that single. Double play is in order here. First pitch, fastball that missed low and inside. Count 1-0 now. Yanish quickly working, and he'll pick over to first. Nothing doing, though. Whitley just cruises back in safely. Micah Barkenhagen is not in the lineup today for this game for the Pilots, so he is kind of taking the duties of first base coach. The 1-0 pitch, missed inside near the hands. So the count 2-0. 1 out here. Top of the 7th. Game 2 of our doubleheader. 2-0 pitch, missed. Actually, catches the inside for a called strike. The count 2-1. Yanish gets set in the 2-1 pitch. That one missed inside. So the count is 3-1. And after this game, I'll have my Trapper Wrap post game, where we'll have Coach Jamie Habiger on to talk about kind of the whole entire day in one lump sum. Runner on the move, and it's fouled off near the Trappers dugout anyway. Brady Glenn almost got your head taken off. It bounced off of that short little half wall netting. So the count 3-2 now. Payoff pitch upcoming from the big left-hander, Colton Yanish. Payoff pitch, hit on the ground, right back to Yanish, but he won't get there. Bendeck will field on the run. The throw on the run, and it is not in time, and the runner takes off for third because no one was there to cover, and the throw down is not in time. And there's no one covering home either, but good thing Colby Rich was able to pick it up and just kind of box him back in and make sure that he stayed at third. And now no one's covering home again. And now Southern will score easily, and they've got him in a pickoff there from first to second. So Alex Miller in a pickoff, in a rundown, and the throw to first is in time for that out. But you know what? Caleb Whitley scored all the way from first on that, and so that's really job well done for the Pilots, picking up an insurance run, and Caleb Whitley with some heads up 1 million IQ base running moves there. Third base was not occupied. It was vacated, so he took third. And then home was vacated as well, so he just took that one. So a bit of a chaotic sequence on the bases. And it ends with 2 outs but a run scoring. And a first pitch strike to Jack Walton. But the damage already done here in this top of the 7th. A 1 pitch. There's a called strike 2. The bottom part of the zone. Pilots now leading it 2-0. And the pitch, that one bounced. Skips away, but does not really matter. Nobody is on base. Lefty-lefty matchup here. One of the hardest matchups in all of sports. The 1-2 pitch, and that's popped foul out of play to the left side. Onto that grassy slope. Yanish about to throw his 20th pitch of the inning. 1-2 pitch, fouled off. So 7 hits for the Pilots, 2 runs. 2 outs, top of the 7th. And the 1-2 pitch, fouled off again. So 3 straight foul balls, and watch out for the car there. Bounced over and across the street. So we'll do it again. The 1-2. And strike 3. Dropped a slider in there. It started kind of up near that shoulder of Walton and just broke right back down over the middle of the plate. So an easy called third strike. And we've got the 7th inning stretch now, so we will keep things here. And I'll shut up and let you guys listen to John Hunt, our entertainer, straight out of his Vegas bar, the Vegas Lounge singer. And here we go.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowds. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks.
You gotta love the kids who don't know the lyrics.
If they don't win, it's a shame. Let's get loud, and it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's go, Trappers!
Oh boy. He has fun with that every time he does it. He was grabbing his throat after that. Oh. John's been on the move for too many hours today. I think we all have been. The players, the coaches, John Hunt and our other staff that we have here, our interns, our concessions workers, all of us. And we still have a fireworks show after this game too. And so fireworks are great. They're fantastic, but fireworks also mean cleanup afterwards. Maddox, what you looking for, man? Looking for your phone? Oh. Well, yeah, hopefully you can find your phone, Maddox. Good luck. Tried Maddox Mueller pop up here into the press box looking for his phone. It's not here. I know that much. We are ready to go after the 7th inning stretch. Connor Bendeck will lead things off for the Trappers. He has walked and was hit by a pitch. So still 0 for 0 in the game. And the first pitch of the inning, that misses. So it's Tyler Wiltshire back out for his 3rd/4th inning. He's gone 2 1/3, so he's gone just over 2. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. He was in relief of Kobe Fredland, who went 3 2/3 innings and struck out 7. Wiltshire struck out 4. The 1-1 pitch, that one skips away for ball 2. The count 2-1. Seagraves on deck. Tyler Trapphagen is to follow that. The 2-1 pitch missed high for ball 3. Now would be a great time for a leadoff base runner. It's a 3-1 count. And the pitch. And that missed for ball 4. So there you go. Just what the doctor ordered. Leadoff walk. So that brings the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Seagraves. 0 for 2 with a walk. It was just barely thrown out at first on a ground ball in the infield. Draws his cross in the dirt per his pre-at-bat tradition. It's a good one to have. So he strides in. The Trappers' second baseman, the first pitch, swung on and missed. It's the count 0-1. And pretty much any remnants of a right-handed batter's box are now gone. The square pretty much completely erased. The chalk line's gone. Just a couple of indentions. And the 0-1 pitch, off speed, hit on the ground to third, snagged on a bounce in the throw to second for 1 and a first, a double play. 5-4-3 double play for Trevor Seagraves. There are now 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. It was hit pretty well on the ground, just almost hit too well over there to third base to allow for that 5-4-3 double play. So 2 outs now. Tyler Trapphagen, 0 for 3. A line out, strikeout. First pitch, that one's lined up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. So Tyler Trapphagen, his first hit as a Trapper. And it's not that he hasn't been hitting the ball hard. This one just the first one to finally find some green grass. So that 2-out base hit now once again brings the tying run to the plate for Garrett Arnold. He is 1 for 3. A base hit, 2 strikeouts. Wiltshire gets set with a runner on first. And the first pitch, off speed that stayed inside. The count 1-0. Trapegan will see if he may try to take second here and get in scoring position. Wouldn't be surprised. That one's fouled off straight back. But then again, you don't want to run into another out on the base paths. Trappers have run into a couple of those here today, including twice where they've been picked off of third base for the final out of an inning. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball that just missed outside. So the count 2-1 to the Trappers catcher, Garrett Arnold. California kid from San Jose. The 2-1 pitch. Off speed, they missed inside. So the count 3-1. Garrett Arnold last year with Modesto Junior College batted .274. So far this year with the Trappers, just .176, but he's been pretty unlucky, batting just .200 on balls put in play. That missed for ball 4. So a 2-out walk after the base hit up the middle from Tyler Trapegan. That puts the tying run aboard here, and we're going to have a pitching change. So that'll be it for Matty Holm. Well, actually, Matty Holm will come out there and say that will be it for Tyler Wiltshire, rather. And so we'll take a quick break and come back after this pitching change in the bottom of the 7th. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pilots leading it 2-0. It will be Tynan Shahidi when we come back here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Stadium for our pitching change. Our new pitcher will be Austin Vandenbrink, the right-hander. He inherits runners on first and second with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Trappers trailing it 2-0, but they have that tying run on first base as Tynan Shahidi strides in, playing the Jurassic Park theme song for his walk-up. It's fantastic. I don't even know what my walk-up song would be if I was a baseball player. First pitch to Shahidi, and that one gets away. That'll allow for the runners to advance to second and third. So that's a big difference, because now you have that tying run in scoring position. And a base hit into the outfield might tie this game up here in the bottom of the 7th. Tynan Shahidi 0 for 1 with 2 walks, and he's ahead in this count 1-0. And the pitch, missed high. Another wild pitch could result in a run with the speed over there from Trapphagen at third. Vandenbrink. And the pitch, that's broken bat right back up the middle, and it's fielded by the third baseman Thompson, and the throw is in time. So the bat was sawed in half, and the bat went just about as far as the ball did on the infield. Flew. But that will end the inning. And so the Trappers strand 2 runners in scoring position, including that tying run. And so we go to the 8th inning. Trappers trailing it 2-0 here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. Seven innings of play here. Today's doubleheader, Hyde Stadium. Your Trappers hosting the Red River Pilots, trailing it 2-0 here, going to the top of the 8th inning. The Trappers lost the first game today in dramatic fashion after trailing 9-1 going into the bottom of the 9th. The Trappers scored 8 runs to tie it and send it to a home run derby swing-off where they lost 1-0. The offense has not really been able to bounce back after that heartbreaking defeat in Game 1. Have not scored a run here so far in 7 innings of play. Just 4 hits as well. It's Jalen Lee leading things off to face Colton Yanish. First pitch fouled off. Jalen Lee has really been a majority of the offense today. 3 for 3. A solo home run. Responsible for 3 of the 7 hits as a team. That's hit on the ground to second. Seagraves fields it on a hop in and throws to first in time for 1 out. So finally, the Trappers here in this game able to retire Jalen Lee. So now with 1 away will be Jason Willers. He is 0 for 3. Struck out once. 1 of 7 strikeouts from the Pilots lineup. 18 combined strikeouts between these two teams. First pitch off speed that runs in there for a strike. So the count 0-1. And the pitch. That one missed. Count 1-1, 1 away, top of the 8th. And the pitch. That one missed up and inside. It's been a long day of baseball, about 6 hours worth. The 2-1, that one's fouled off straight back up near the window where we're at here. Almost, I might have landed in the concession stands. Take your hot dog and a baseball. So the count 2-2. One away. Jason Willers. 2-2 pitch. That is roped into right center field. The tough play for Preston Lau, but he is under it anyway and makes the catch for the second out. That ball hit on a button by Willers. So now 2 away. That brings up Josh Simon. He is 1 for 3 in the game. His last at-bat, he was robbed of a hit from Tyler Traphagen, who crashed into the left center field fence. He'll stride in here, though. One good thing about having the lefty Colton Yanish in there, and he's been excellent since relieving Logan McKeever. A lot of lefties in the Pilots lineup. First pitch, big hack and a miss from Josh Simon. Got 5 lefties in this Pilots lineup. The 0-1 pitch. That's sliced foul. Out of play. Well out of play. So now 0-2. Yanish looking to keep this at a 2-run deficit as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul, just staying alive for Josh Simon. Goes to Missouri Valley. A two-way player. Seen him as a starter. He won the first matchup of the year between these two teams on the mound. 0-2 pitch. Slider that skipped in the dirt. So the count 1-2. I'm curious what today's post-game meal will be after game 2. If it's pizza, I might just walk out. I'd rather not eat anything than eat a slice of pizza again. The 1-2 pitch, that one bounced. Everyone on the air probably thinks, you probably think that I'm a pizza hater. I'm really not. I like pizza, but I've eaten it too much recently. I'm sick of it. The life of summer ball, you know? Hey, it is what it is. It's free food, so free food is free food. 2-2 pitch, and a called strike 3, a fastball, and Josh Simon knew it. Strikeout for Colton Yanish to get us through the top of the 8th inning. Yanish's second strikeout in as many innings. 2-0 our score. Pilots leading it over your Trappers as we go to the bottom of the 8th here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. We've got a pinch hitter, Hunter Brown, will be taking over to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. You know, I know the song that was just playing when we came back in, but again, it's an old song, so I have no idea what the name of it is. No clue what it's called, but I have heard the song, that much I know. My grandpa used to listen to that song. I remember hearing it when I was in the car with him back when I was like 9 years old. So Hunter Brown, his first at-bat, he was up here in the press box with me to begin the game. He was a great guest. First pitch, off speed, in there for a called strike 1. So it is still Vandenbrink out there. He picked up the final out of that bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch, another off speed taken for strike 2. And for Hunter Brown, you know, it's hard to have your first at-bat come so late in the game. It's been a while since he's seen a live AB. You're kind of whisked into things. 0-2 pitch, missed outside. Whereas a lot of the other guys in the lineup have seen 3-4 at-bats in this game. Hunter Brown taking his first one of the night. He calls time. Oh, 2 pitch. Or the one. That's called a strike 3. They say the slider ran back in there on 1 and 2. So Hunter Brown goes down looking here at the bottom of the 8th. So with 1 out, we'll bring up Noah McCreary. McCreary 1 for 3 in the game. Just 4 hits for the Trappers, and all of them came pretty early in the game. First pitch, fastball called a strike. Trappers have not recorded a hit here in the last 3 innings. Last 4 innings, actually. Vandenbrink. That one missed. So the count 1-1. Trappers trailing it by 2. The 1-1 pitch missed in the dirt. This is our 15th inning of baseball today. And if you take out that 8-run bottom of the 9th from the first game, as that one misses inside, the Trappers have scored just 1 run in 14 innings. So the offense just not really been able to pick anything up. And that misses for ball 4. So maybe a good start here. That brings the tying run back up to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th. And it's Anthony Barraza. He has the capability of tying this game up on 1 swing. He has 2 home runs on the year, which is tied for the team lead. And he's pinch hitting for Max Adversello. So you've got a couple of weapons pinch hitting here, Barraza being one of them, and then on deck you have Jacob Griffin. First pitch to Barraza, missed high. It feels like this is probably the inning the Trappers are going to tie this game, if they are going to at all. Like if they want to, this is the inning they need to do it. Off speed drops in there for a called strike. You have a good base runner on first in Noah McCreary. You have some power up there at the plate. These next couple of hitters. The 1-1. Swung through for strike 2 from Barraza. He'll step out now and readjust the batting gloves. Down in the count, 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Trappers down 2-0. 1-2 pitch, missed outside. Barraza represents the tying run here. The Pilots have scored each of their runs late in this game, in the 6th and the 7th. 2-2 missed high, so 3-2. Let's see if Barraza can win the battle. Big pitch upcoming here. Vandenbrink, the 3-2, and it's a called strike 3. There's a fastball down there near the belt, and it was taken for the 3rd strike. So now 2 outs here, and we've got Jacob Griffin pinch hitting. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. If Griffin were able to extend the inning, it would be Connor Bendeck up next. First pitch, missed up and out. 1-0. Griffin also has 2 home runs on the season, which is tied for that lead, that team lead, as that's a check swing foul ball off the handle. So the count 1-1. Griffin also leads the team in total bases, extra base hits, and RBI. So he has that gap-to-gap power. 1-1, and a big swing and a miss, strike 2. Came into today batting .273. Registered a hit in game 1. The 1-2, off speed, and it missed. It was close. Just count 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. 2-0 the score, and the pitch, swing, and a miss. So the Trappers get a runner aboard with 1 out and then strike out on back-to-back batters. To end the bottom of the 8th, we head to the final inning, the 9th. The Pilots lead it 2-0 over your Trappers. We'll take a quick break and come back on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. So we go to the 9th inning here. Colton Yanish back on the mound for his 3rd inning of relief work. He has looked very sharp in the first 2. First pitch of the inning is a called strike. Pilots leading it 2-0 over your Trappers. Carter Payne up at the plate. And that one missed high, so the count 1-1. Payne is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So the count 1-2 here, leadoff man in the 9th inning. And the pitch, that missed low. Count now even at 2-2. Tanner Thompson on deck, followed by Jared Kirkman. Yanish, the 2-2, and strike 3 swinging. 3rd strikeout for Colton Yanish. That is the 2nd strikeout for Carter Payne here in this game. So 1 away in the top of the 9th. That brings up Tanner Thompson. 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch, missed low and inside. Like a slider that disappeared there near the shoe tops. The 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. This is probably the sharpest that Colton Yanish has looked on the mound so far this season. He'll have a larger role going forward as the 1-1 skips in the dirt for ball 2. With those middle relief guys being injured, Drew Copeland, Nick Blessing, those are some guys that you typically would see out of the bullpen that can eat up some quality innings. But they are both injured, so that one missed for ball 3. So the starting pitching, not really a issue or a concern for Coach Jamie. Feels like he's got some starters lined up. It's the bullpen, those middle relievers, as that one missed for ball 4. A 1-out walk. Tanner Thompson, that now brings up Jared Kirkman.
Now batting for the Pilots, the third baseman, number 2, Jared Kirkman.
Runner aboard. 1 out, top of the 9th, 2-0 the score. First pitch, missed inside. So 4 straight misses for Colton Yanish. Needs to dial it back in. He's about to throw his 45th pitch. And that one missed as well. And that will prompt a quick mound visit from Garrett Arnold, the catcher, after 5 consecutive misses outside of the strike zone. Really not too much dialogue given there, just kind of a pep talk. That's more or less what those are, from what I've been told from some of the players who have come up here. The count 2-0. And after the quick mound visit, Yanish gets set for the 2-0. And here it comes, and that's hit foul off to the right side, out of play. The count 2-1. Caleb Whitley, the Pilots' leadoff man, is on deck. The 2-1 pitch popped foul straight back onto the concourse. Back near those couple of sculptures, whatever you want to call them, right at the entrance of Hyde Stadium. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Yanish. He gets the swing and a miss from Kirkman. So now 2 outs here.
For the Pilots, the center fielder, number 5, Caleb Whitley.
So that brings up Caleb Whitley. Lefty-lefty matchup. Whitley 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch slider looked good, but it missed outside. Runner on first after a walk. 1-0 pitch, half swing, and he went around. We'll have fireworks after the conclusion of this game. So for the YouTube Live, I'll leave the cameras on for that so you can watch. 1-1 pitch, bounce in the dirt, gets away from Arnold. That allows for the runner to advance to second as he stumbles, but still gets in there safely anyway. Tripped on his own feet. Where's the sniper? Gotta be somewhere. Just lost his footing. But it skipped away enough that it didn't even matter. The count 2-1 now. Caleb Whitley, the Pilots' center fielder. 2-1. Missed outside. So the count 3-1. And you need to keep this at a 2-run deficit going to the bottom of the 9th if you can. The 3-1. There's a swing and a miss. So the count full 3-2. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. And the payoff. Fouled off, just got a piece of it. Yanish has thrown 54 pitches out of the bullpen in the 2 2/3 innings that he has been out there. 2 hits, just 1 earned run, and 4 strikeouts. Looking for his 5th. The 3-2 missed high for ball 4. So that will bring up Alex Miller. And even though Jalen Lee leads the team in hits and extra base hits and RBI and total bases, Alex Miller actually leads the team in batting average. 324. And when he puts the ball in play, he is typically successful. That one's fouled off. Batting .407 on balls put in play. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Miller batting .625 with runners in scoring position, the highest on his team by a large margin. 0-1 pitch chopped right back to the first base side, and Yanish fields and flips in time for the 3rd out. So 3 solid innings out of the bullpen for Colton Yanish. And we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Trappers offense down to their final hope, seeking 2 runs here on the voice of the Trappers, River 92.7. So the Trappers down to their final 3 outs here at Hyde Stadium. Ryan Breeden, your voice of the Trappers here, along with you the entire way through this Saturday doubleheader. And if you recall what happened in Game 1, the Trappers were down by 8 runs going into the bottom of the 9th, and they came back and tied it. They don't need 8. They just need a 4th of that. Just need 2. Connor Bendeck leading it off. The 1-0 pitch. That missed low for ball 2. Trevor Seagraves on deck. The 2-0 missed high for ball 3. Vandenbrink maybe a little bit wild here to start out the bottom of the 9th. Takes his time before stepping back on the mound. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to start out the bottom of the 9th. Could we be headed for some similar ground again? Tying run now at the plate, Trevor Seagraves.
The second baseman, number 1, Trevor Seagraves.
Looking to turn around his fortunes here in this game. Just gotten a little bit unlucky. Trevor is a fantastic contact hitter. Does the exact job of a leadoff man and gets down a great bunt, which moves the runner over to second. Seagraves nearly beats out the bunt, but a good one there. As I said, your ideal leadoff man. He shows it there, being able to square down and get down a bunt to move a run into scoring position. On the flip side of things, if you're the Pilots, I think you're okay in this situation sacrificing a base for an out, because the Pilots only need 2 more outs to close this game out. But it will be Tyler Traphagen up there. He singled in his last at-bat, 1 for 4 in this game. He represents the tying run. First pitch, called a strike on a fastball. Connor Bendeck on second. Vandenbrink gets set, the 0-1. That one missed well outside. Trappers looking to avoid dropping their 7th straight. Count 1-1. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And the 1-1, that missed outside as well. So the count 2-1. Garrett Arnold is on deck. He has a base hit in this game. The 2-1, and that's a called strike, even though it brushed him off the plate. Traphagen lunged out of the way, and still it's a called strike on the inside. So the count now 2-2. Traphagen just has to step out and step back in and readjust after that one. The 2-2, that missed outside for ball 3. Full count. This is a huge pitch upcoming. There's a huge difference between runners on first and second with 1 out and just a runner on second with 2 outs. Vandenbrink looks in. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Challenged him with a fastball. Traphagen goes down swinging. And so that is the 3rd strikeout for Vandenbrink in 2 innings out of the pen. And so now the Trappers, Garrett Arnold, the final chance for the Trappers. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Tying run at the plate. Garrett Arnold delivered a RBI 2-out base hit in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game in game 1. He's in another big spot here. Vandenbrink, first pitch, off speed, taken for strike 1. Connor Bendeck on second. Count 0-1. Garrett Arnold. The 0-1 pitch bounced. It's the count 1-1 here. If they can extend the game, it will be Tynan Shahidi who is on deck. Big at bat here for Garrett Arnold. Trappers down to their final out. 1-1 pitch, off speed, taken for strike 2. Trappers now down to their final strike. Nearing 11:20 local time here in Pierre. 2-0 the score. Pilots leading your Trappers. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The 1-2 pitch missed low. So the count now even at 2-2. Four hits for the Trappers. They've reached safely on the walk 9 times in this game. 2-2 pitch. It's hit foul out of play to the right side, so Garrett Arnold will stay alive. Once again, battling with 2 strikes, what he does best. The rally cap's on. From Drew Copeland, at least. He's wearing the rally cap, double sunglasses. And the Trappers dugout. Trappers down to their final strike. The 2-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Trappers go down here and lose both in this doubleheader Saturday against the Pilots. 2-0 the score in this one. The Trappers unable to get on the board. The offense just could not string the hits together, could not drive in runners on base. The Trappers stranded 12 runners on base. And you know, I just realized we have fireworks, so I highly doubt we'll get a post-game interview from Coach Jamie Habiger because the team will probably go and watch those. I'll leave the live stream on so you guys can watch them, and I'll talk a little bit for a couple of minutes, but we'll take a quick break first before we have the Trapper Wrap post-game. 2-0 the score. The Trappers fall here at home on your voice of the Trappers, River 92.7.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fireworks time!
YouTube Live, we're going to run down and tilt up the camera so you can see the fireworks. Game 2 of this Saturday doubleheader. 2-0 the score. The fireworks already underway here for our post game. We were supposed to have fireworks last night, but the game was rained out, so we moved them to tonight. A fun one here. The Trappers, a valiant effort in game 1, falling 10-9 on the home run derby swing off after scoring 8 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie it. In this game here, though, the offense just never really could get it rolling. You know, they had 9 runners reach on the walk, had 4 hits, were unable to bring any of them across. In total, stranded 12 runners on base, had a couple of guys picked off third. Just missed opportunities really is the key for that Trappers offense. For the pitching, you know, it wasn't a bad day for the pitching staff whatsoever. Logan McKeever went 6 innings and gave up just 1 run on 5 hits and struck out 6 batters. Then Colton Yanish in his best outing of the year. 3 innings pitched, 1 earned run, just 2 hits and 4 strikeouts. Really can't ask for much more out of your starting pitcher and your bullpen than what they got. So that's really just the moral of the story. For the Pilots, it was Jalen Lee who led the way for the Pilots. 4 at-bats, 3 hits, a solo home run, one of the 2 runs that scored in the game. The other one scoring on an unearned run. It was Caleb Whitley who was able to score after some pandemonium on the base paths. So the winning pitcher for the Pilots will be Tyler Wiltshire, because it was 0-0 when Kobe Fredland left the game. But Tyler Wiltshire was in there when that first run was scored, so he will be credited with the win. It's a no decision for Kobe Fredland. The loss goes to Logan McKeever, even though he was fantastic in the game. It's an unfortunate thing. He didn't get the run support that he needed in his final outing on the mound as a Trapper. So that'll do it. Trappers have now lost 7 in a row, and they will look to bounce back and change that tomorrow for some Sunday baseball. First pitch coming at 5:35. It will be game 4 of the 7-game home stand for your Trappers. And I'll have the call once again. Ryan Breeden up here in the press box for now. I'm signing off, and I'm going to enjoy some fireworks. So thanks for listening to about 5.5 hours worth of baseball. Signing off for tonight, though, Ryan Breeden saying good night, and see you guys tomorrow afternoon.
for putting on such a tremendous show. And I have no time for such fireworks out there working hard. Giving us a great show tonight. Again, we appreciate you coming out to the ballpark. The lights are come on momentarily. It's good as a magic switch. So again, tomorrow, 5:30.